Is this thing on? Boys, let's talk confidence, right? Real fucking confidence, real talk here. I think you've been lied to all your life about what confidence is. People will always be quick to judge someone's level of confidence before they even know them based upon what they wear, the clothes they have, the shoes they have, the car they drive, the potential perceived money that is in their bank, all the material shit, right? But in fact guys, true confidence, right, from what I know, based upon me having achieved quite a lot of things over the last couple of years, you know, moving abroad between Dubai, Bali, getting engaged to a girl that I truly love, building an incredible physique, making money online, traveling. Like, I've had all that and felt unconfident, right? I'm gonna unpack this for you, right? And use a couple of client stories as little nuances to maybe meander around this story, right? So true confidence, first and foremost, in which you truly need to understand in 2025 going forward, right? You need to understand this, that true confidence comes from not breaking promises with yourself. See all those little tiny commitments that you make on a day-to-day basis, the wake up time, the training, the nutrition, the macros, the cardio, the job you said you were going to do for your missus on the way home, but you just didn't do it. All those things that you just didn't do, boys. All those things that you decided against because you were a bit tired, a bit angry, a bit grumpy. You were essentially entitled. You only cared about yourself, right? In the moment, rather than the long-term play. And true confidence is always going to stem back to stacking those W's, stacking those wins when you don't want to, and not breaking that trust with yourself, with your conscious. Because there's a guy inside you right now. There's a guy, right, that you want to be. You might not be super clear on how he looks, feels, thinks, performs, what he has. I would get clear on that, by the way. That's probably step number one. But there's a guy inside you that you want to be. And you've got to ask yourself every single day, what would have to be true for me to be him? And to go blanket statement on this motherfucker, it would probably just be as simple as not breaking trust with yourself anymore. And I was at a run this morning, 15 kilometers bagged, and I said to a client, I'm going to push the call with you a little bit further along in the day because I've got this run and I said I was going to do it. And when I was out the run, I checked my clock, my watch, and I was like, right, 10k in. Maybe I just stop here and just, you know, get back up the road for this call. And then my psyche, that guy inside me was saying, bro, you said you were doing 15k. What is that client going to think of you if you jump on that call? And you might say to him, yeah, that run was great, it was this. He's like, oh, did you hit it all? And I said, fuck yeah, I hit it all. Because I decided in that moment that I was not going to break that trust with myself. I was not going to hide from the work, put it that way. Because when you've got a goal, guys, when you've got a place in life where you want to be, I'm doing a marathon in a couple of weeks' time, whilst trying to get as strong as humanly possible and as jacked as humanly possible. In that period of time, I've been prepping now for about 7 weeks on this mission, and I've not missed. And every day has gotten harder and harder and harder, and more demanding. Business is growing. I'm being needed more than I've ever been needed. But imagine I just started taking the easy route and started breaking those commitments in which I'd set for myself. I would not have the confidence. I just would not have the confidence to show up every single day. I would not. I would feel entitled. I would feel a shell of a man. I would feel like I'm not being as aligned as I could be. And when you're out of alignment, the world does not reward you. And again, to speak about clients, speaking to a client this morning, and he's like, just been offered a new job. I'm feeling in the best spot possible. I'm seeing my abs coming through for the first time. Whereas a week ago before his last check-in, he was saying, I don't know, man, I feel like I'm slipping off, my head's all over the place, Essentially, it wasn't where he needed to be. And I said to him, bro, you gotta start reporting above again. You gotta start listening to your conscience. You gotta start listening to your heart and ask yourself, what would have to be true for you to be proud of yourself? What would have to be true to regain that confidence? And he was like, I'm not sure. And I was like, bro, you know what to do. It's the growth habits. It's getting back on your early wake up time, getting back on your journaling, your meditation, your cardio, your macros, all the things that grow you as a human, as a man, personally, professionally, physically and psychologically. All of that will put you in a spot where you are of enough value because you value yourself, and the world will reward you with more value, which might be money, which might be sex, which might be whatever you fucking want it to be, you know? But you got to be confident enough in yourself to not break that word, break that trust, and shy away from the work. Because so many guys love to shy away and procrastinate from doing the thing in which they say they're going to do, because they want an excuse, they want to overcomplicate it, they want to find an easy way out, they want to find the path of least resistance. But when you walk that path, guys, might be easy in the short term, but in the long term, fuck. A complete life of unalignment, unfulfillment, unbuilt potential. You'll never reach the place you want to be, and it's a tough spot, and I've been there before. That's why I can jump on this quite authentically today and speak about it. But there's going to be days, every single day, to be honest, you got to deal with today's problem. And the biggest problem you need to solve on a daily basis is straightening yourself out, course correcting yourself, not waking up with maybe the same negative mindset you had yesterday and reporting back to the growth habits. Because it's so subtle, but if you start drifting off, you might not notice it in a day or two or three, but you'll start questioning yourself come 4, 5 or 6, and then a week will pass and you're like, why is my business not growing? Why is my physique stalled? I've hit a plateau. On and on and on and on. And it's because you're not doing the things that got you there in the first place. You're not doing the principles, you're not doing the non-negotiables, you're not doing the growth habits which create you into the man that you now need to be. So ask yourself, for you to have peak level 10 self-confidence, what would that now look like on a daily basis? Would you break trust with the character you want to be? Would you leave yourself with progress on the table when you go to bed at night? Would you be that guy? Would you be that guy that binges in his diet every single day, tracks his food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, but gets home and just fucking hits the fuck it button? Would you be the guy that goes into the gym and says, oh yeah, I'm doing my cardio, I'm doing my weights, but you're half-arsed in the weight session, little to no intensity. When it comes to cardio, you're doing 5 minutes when you were meant to do 30. It's so easy when you're playing the game, when you're in your own head and it's just you, it's the road, it's the weights, it's the macros, no one else is looking, it's just you and your psyche. And you got to be so good at breaking down that little bitch inside you and operating out of sheer fucking grit and determination sometimes. And once you've built enough trust doing that, you're going to realise how good you feel when you stay the course, when you stay true. Because otherwise, you'll just be average, you'll be normal, you'll be like everyone else, and I don't think you're on this earth to be like everyone else. I think you're built different, I think you're meant to be different, I think you're meant to be someone that inspires others. I think you're meant to be someone like me. And I don't really know how to articulate what that's like, but I know what I value, and I know what I definitely do every day, and that's not break trust. All my all to the day I fall, non-negotiable, everything must be done. Always working, never tired, always putting one foot in front of the other, 1% better every single day. See, when you're in the gym sometimes, guys, you'll be pushing some weight and you'll feel a bit weak. But you know yourself, you had to hit X. And that's fine to pull back that day, but as long as you showed up and done the thing, that's great. But on the good days, man, those good days only come when you've mustered through the bad days and stayed the course, and not shot yourself in the foot and self-sabotaged. Because this is the thing, see, with like long-term growth in every area of life. I always use this weird analogy about pushing your finger through a condom. Condoms are built for guys' cocks to stop them impregnating women. If you put your finger inside a condom, not used obviously, and pushed it, it would wrap around your finger, and you'd have to push really quite hard for you to rip it. But that's a growth sometimes. You keep pushing, no return, and boom, you break out the other side and you're free. And that's what progress is like. That's what growth is like. That's what building confidence is like. It's about stacking those chips, stacking those votes towards the person you want to be daily, putting those 2 pences in the slot machine waiting for that payout, and being unemotional with that payout when it comes. And even with your inputs being unemotional, just like removing the importance from the result and just being at complete peace with just doing the fucking work for the sheer reason of doing the fucking work. Like, I got a couple of tattoos, right? I've got this 2 axes, which kind of refers to chop wood, carry water, which means just do the hard stuff, continue chopping down the trees, carrying the buckets of water, be in service, always keep moving. Then I've got this in my forearm in Arabic, which says keep hammering. And it just means just keep fucking plugging away, boys. Keep plugging away. And I've got, Atlas, lifting the world. Bear the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Become the strongest, most capable version of yourself so you can serve the world in a better space and place. I've got discipline tattooed in my arm. I've got this ram because, like, forward focus, grab the fucking ram by the horns. Like, to me, I just kind of like winged saying all that, but everything's got to have a meaning, everything's got to have a purpose, everything's got to have an undeniable sense of intention behind it for you to actually achieve what you want. Because so many people will give out way too early. They'll tap out before they've even built momentum. And I see this, some guys are so unwilling to take responsibility for themselves. It's fucking disgusting. It's actually sickening how many young guys right now keep passing the buck. They lack how to communicate. They're just fixated on TikTok and a social media world. They're all over this space mentally and physically. They've got little skinny fat simp physiques. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. And it's because they never follow through on their commitments. They never follow through on their purpose. They never follow through in doing what they said they were going to do. And I hate seeing it, guys. I hate seeing it. So if you truly want to build confidence in 2025, you gotta stay the course. You gotta commit to your highest self. You can't be fucking breaking your promise anymore. If you said this is the year you're getting abs, make this the year you get abs. If you say you're gonna make 6 figures this year, this is the year you make 6 figures. You need to have these intentions. If you say you're gonna do something, guys, just as simple as it has to be, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it and go all in on it. And you'll know sooner or later if that outcome is aligned. But the grass is actually greener on the other side. And it's only the people that hate on what they gave up on, the ones that say, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, they won't understand. They won't understand, man, these pessimistic victim cunts that are just sitting in your office all day complaining about why the world is so bad. When you're sitting there with your Tupperware grinding, training in the morning, they're saying, oh, I'm so tired, my energy. Oh, I forgot to meal prep my tuna pasta, so I'm just going to have a box of Skittles for lunch. Oh, I work so hard, I don't get paid enough, I don't... And guess what? These are the guys that just have never committed to anything in their life. They just haven't. They've played it small, they've lived it small, and quite frankly, because they've lived that way for so long, they wear it in their physique, man. They wear it in their mindset, they wear it in their life and their habits. They hate themselves, so they hate the world, you know. So if you truly want to love yourself, have amazing confidence, have enough respect to show up for yourself every fucking day, and that's how you're going to build the very best version of you, being non-negotiable and unconditional with the promises you make to yourself. And if you break them, be confident enough to therefore get back on after it. Bros, I'll love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. free masterclass below in the description. Grab a little swatch of that, some cool stuff in there. And if you want to work one-to-one, there's a WhatsApp link below. You can just message me and I'll chat to you there. Just super frictionless. And follow the daily habits, Lewis McFarlane Coaching. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys.